Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today we have day 6 of our July challenge of create a card every day. So let's jump into it. Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel and thank you so much for watching this video. Today we have day 6 of our July craft challenge where we are going to create a new card every single day using craft supplies we've purchased and put on some of our craft hauls. Now I'm going to be completely honest with you today, I don't have a great deal of craft mojo, to be honest. I really don't know what I'm going to do in today's video. I'm trying to mix it up a little bit so that I'm using lots of different products from different companies. So I think, and I may have lost track by now, although we're only 6 days in. I believe I did a Temu craft haul on day 1, followed by, I think it was Paper Boutique, then Hunkydory, then another Temu one. Yesterday was one of the 12 by 12 paper pads from the range, and today I'm sat here and I don't know what I want to use. I have a lot of 12 by 12 paper pads, so I could use one of those again, but I did only use those yesterday. I have an awful lot of Temu stuff, so I could do another Temu card. I have lots of Hunkydory and I have a lot more of the Paper Boutique things as well. I just want to make sure that I am varying this up for you guys and that you're not seeing the same cards all the time, because otherwise by the time I get to the end of July you will probably very bored of watching me. Let me take a minute to go and try and think of something that I can make on today's card day. So I'll be right back with hopefully something to do. Right, I am back. So I wanted to do something a little bit different. So I've gone and had a look on my shelf full of my paper pads and things like that. And I forgot I had this Forever Pals die cut collection. Now, I'm going to be completely honest. I can't remember where I got this from. I can't remember if I bought this direct myself or if it came in one of my John Eastwood hauls. It's very beautiful. It's from Creative World of Crafts, which I believe is the same place that I can get my Paper Boutique things. I don't think I've used this, but I actually really like this set of toppers here. And I think I want to do a little bit of a different card, something that I haven't done certainly for a very long time. And it may take me a minute or two to do it, so I apologise if this is a longer video. I've also picked out my Art Studio pastel textured cardstock books. I've got one in the pastel, one in the brights, just to see if I've got something that matches, because I may need additional cardstock. If not, I'll just pop behind. So what I want to do with this card is attempt to do, and I haven't done one of these in a long time, one of the like easel style cards. Now, I'm not sure what size I'm going to need. That is just shy of 5 inches. So I'm going to get one of my 5-inch card blanks and essentially just hope for the best. So let me get a card blank. here we go. So this is a 5-inch card. So I don't know if anybody has made an easel card before. So we're still going to fold it at the halfway point, but then what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my scoreboard out, and I'm going to score this again at the halfway point to make me that easel. So let me get out this. This may not fit on my desk entirely, so I apologise if you don't get to see all of this. But this is my adorable scoreable scoreboard from Hunkydory. Bought this, can't actually remember when I bought it, to be perfectly honest. I bought it in one of my hauls, so I can drop you the haul that this came out of. They had a members special, and I think this was something like half price on there, so I bought it because why not. So let's check. So that is just under the 5 by a notch. So if we move that to half a notch, and then if I come in at this 2.5 mark still, there we go. So that has made us the base of our, that's made us the top part of our easel card. So the next thing that I want to do is to create a 5x5 backing card. Something that doesn't necessarily match entirely. So I could go for this slightly paler lemon. Would that look okay? Something a little bit brighter. Let's pull out these pieces. Try and be careful because I've never used these before, so I don't know what their die cuts are like. There we go. So I'm definitely going to need to do some trimming on these lot, which is fine. Then pop this bit out. The tabs are quite big on these. But it has popped out, there we go, it'll just need some more cleaning. There we go. So definitely need to clean up these edges. But it is still a very beautiful card. I hope you guys are enjoying this and are joining along. One thing that we did get asked is if there was somewhere for those of you joining to share your creations. So I have created a Facebook page. I will pop the link in the comments down below. So if anybody is joining along, and please feel free to do so, then you can pop over to the page and pop in some pictures of what you've been making as part of the craft challenge And the minute it is a page, I may make a group. I'm not sure. Let me know in the comments down below. Is it easier for you guys to use a page or to use a Facebook group? I just wanted somewhere because I know a couple of people have decided to join in, and that is absolutely fabulous that you guys are doing that. When I started this, I never expected anybody to join in. It was purely done for myself, really, because I have so much stuff, and I get lots of comments asking if we make things, if we actually do anything with these craft supplies. So it was a way of challenging myself to do something with them and to show that everything does get used, and how I use them, you know, a bit of inspiration for you guys. But the fact that I'm getting messages and comments saying that you're following along and you're joining in, that's absolutely amazing. So thank you so much. And if you are enjoying this, if you do think that this is quite good, please feel free to share this video. If you're part of any crafting groups on Facebook or anything, please feel free to share this video, or any of the other videos, and let's see how many people we can get involved in this before the end of July. And if it goes quite well, I might do another one. Maybe not a card specific one next time. Maybe I could do one that is just a general craft with me one, so you could do whatever crafting you want, and I may even mix it up. So yeah, just drop me a comment down below. So now I've got these off, just going to trim these up as well. There we go. So let's have a look through these books to see if there is something that would maybe match or contrast. I'm not sure if that yellow is too bright, so let's start from the beginning. We have this gorgeous like lilac-y colour, which if I get the middle picture, we do have some purples in here, so that could possibly work. I think the grey's a little bit too dark for this. Again, we do have some oranges in here, but I'm not sure that's the right orange I'm looking for. I'm not sure about the yellow either. Now that one does match very nicely against the backdrop, but I'm not sure if that's too matchy-matchy. Then we have another grey. We have a slightly darker purple. We have the blue. There isn't actually any blue in that picture, so I don't think that that goes as well as it would. I think that's a bit too bright, isn't it? Or we have that one. I quite like this one. So it would be that like that, with that like that, And then these in the corners. Now I've laid that on, I'm not sure. That almost makes this look grey. And I don't think it is a grey. I think my brights are going to be too bright for this. I'm very indecisive, so I'm very, very sorry. Possibly worth just skipping through all of this. Is this paler one better? Now I'm sitting that on there, that almost looks better. It stops the background of the main piece looking too grey. I think we're going to go for that one. And hopefully it looks okay once it's all made up. I feel like I want something shiny on this. I may put a silver under that. What have I got? I don't think I want a coloured mirror board. I think I want a silver mirror. So the mirror card that I'm going to be using is from Hunkydory. Absolutely love their mirror board. I think that if I have this underneath these two, so that it would have the mirror in between the topper and the frame, but then still have that on the purple. Let's do it. Do you know what? We only live once, don't we? Let's do that. Let's make a decision, Lauren. So, I'm going to take this out. I'm going to cut this down to 5 by 5. Should be strong enough. So let me bring in my trusty cutter. So as always, this is the Crafter's Companion guillotine style cutter. I prefer this style. I find it easier to work with than the slidey up and down ones. Go. It's actually a bit too big. It's got quite a bit of overhang on either side. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to stick it down, but all you're going to do if you haven't made one of these before is you're going to stick it to this bottom section here. So let me get my double-sided tape. This one is some that I picked up from Amazon. I'm going to only put the sticky on this bottom part. I apologise if my light isn't great. very bright here today. And I don't like putting my light on because the light in my office has one of those like yellow glows to it. So it makes videos just absolutely awful. So I'm going to try and persevere with the daylight we have. Okay. Just going to put a little snippet of tape on the bottom. When I picked up one of the pieces, when I turned it, it took it away. Yep. And then, because this is too big, what I'm going to do is I'm going to level it up with the fold. Just like that. And then stick it down. The reason being is it's far easier for me to trim this bottom edge than it is for me to trim along the fold. But I want to make sure that that doesn't overhang too much up on the folded end. So now I've got that stuck down, I'm going to go round the card and I'm going to trim this off. So now what will happen is we'll build the card up and that will stand as an easel like this. So the next job that I want to do is before I start building that card up, I'm going to get this attached to this. And what I want to do is I want to make sure that there is enough silver card to cover the gap in this square, but not too much that it actually goes over where this square is. So this is 3" 4 by 3" 4. So if I get my cutter back out again. So I'm going to cut it at this. I think this here should be okay. And if not, I've got plenty of mirror board to redo it. See how that looks. So if I was putting that on there, look. So the silver is bigger than the inside, but it's no bigger than the outside. Perfect. Perfectio. So I'm going to take this. And I want to... What do I want to do? I think I might stick it directly down to that. And then have this decoupaged up. I mean, I could do it that way. Let's get this stuck down first. And I'm going to use my tacky PVA glue. Now, I haven't used this before. I haven't opened it. If it needs opening, let's have a look. Yeah. There we go. So it's got this nice fine precision nozzle. I don't want a huge amount because I don't want it to squirt out lots, but this is going to be easier, I think. I say, if I can actually get it to squeeze out. It's not got anything in the cut to stop here. There we go. That's actually quite hard for me to squeeze. Oh dear me. So this is where my problem comes in with like my nerve issues that I have, because doing something like this, as you can see, is really making me shake, and I can't stop that. I wish I could. I wish I could, but I absolutely cannot. If I do too much, if I put too much pressure or anything, I just can't help it. So maybe this bottle wasn't for me. But sometimes you've just got to try them and see what happens, haven't you? So let's flip this over. And stick this down. The biggest problem I'm going to have now is that now that I've started shaking, that's it. They will start shaking for the whole video. Oh well. Right, here we go. Move that. Squeeze out the excess glue this way. Try and pull out some of the glue's gone the wrong way. Oh well. Just made it worse. Right. I'm making that worse, guys, so let's take it off. Just take it off. And we'll start again. This time without the wet glue. Wet glue is clearly not my friend. Let me get some of this tissue. Wipe it off the back. Mark that off as a fail. And you know what? This is what crafting is all about. Not everything that you do will work. Sometimes things just fail. They're just not meant to be. My card, this actual frame seems to be absolutely fine. So let's get a fresh piece of mirror. We'll get my cutting mat back out again, and start again with that one. So put it there. And I'm going to get out one of my skinny tapes instead. And I'm going to use this to edge the inside, or more towards the inside of the frame. There we go. Right, let's see if this works any better. I'm hoping so. Take the piece of memory card I've just cut out. And place that around it. There we go. We are back in business. Right, now what I want to do is I want to stick this in here, and because this is going to naturally sit like that on the card, I'm going to pop that on there, but I want to give it some depth and dimension. I don't just want a flat card, so I'm going to use my foam tape to stick this onto here. And a little piece in the middle because no one wants a socky topper. Take this and attempt to stick it on. I don't know if this is going to make it any easier or not, but no. Right, come on. There we go. I think that's okay. Right. So then this is going to stick on there like so. And I think this can just stick flat on the card, to be fair. So let's get back our double-sided tape and run this along all four edges. go. So if I take this card, now this is only going to fit in very specifically. This look. It's okay. I didn't fully stick it down, and that is the very reason why I don't stick them. How's that looking? There we go. I think that works. There we go. So that is so far how we've got the card looking. Now we still have these triangles left to add on, which are going to sit right here. I'm not going to add any silver mirror board to this, because I think by the time you've added that onto these, you'll then lose some of that purple, or pretty much all of that purple in the background. But I think what I do want to do is just add a little bit more depth to them. I think I want to lift them up. I would have gone round them with some of my Prism ink, but I've got a feeling all of my yellows are more like a mustardy golden yellow as opposed to like a pale yellow. I will double check. Yeah, that's mustard, pure blown mustard. That's warm honey, which is not much better, I don't think. Roasted pumpkin, that's definitely orange. Powder blue lipstick. I've got buttercup, but I still think that's going to be too dark. But we can try it on this has a tiny bit of yellow still here, so let's take this pad off and put it on there. Find a space, not got many left. I've got a feeling this is going to be too bright. Yeah. That is fluorescent yellow. Definitely not the yellow I want. Yeah, no, too bright. Too bright. So we're not going to go down that route. So I think we'll just go with foam tape. Last one, guys. Bit. Then I'm just going to take all the backings off of these and stick them in the corners. One. Something went wrong there, look. Oh, I'm not having much luck today, am I, guys? Go, 2. 3. 4. Here we go. So that is the top part of my easel card. So the last thing to do is to just pop some inside bits in. So I'm going to grab my pastel card pad again and try to remember which one I used. So I still have my scrap here. It wasn't that one. Wasn't that one. Where's the other pale lilac then in between? There we go. So it was that one. So I'm going to use that one. Cut a piece out. Pull a piece out, should I say. Now this is going to go onto the inside of the card. So quickly grab my double-sided tape. And all I'm doing here is lining the edges. Then lining up my cardstock with the back of my card, so the crease of my card. I'm going to stick this down and trim round it again. So now we have the inside looking like this. I want to grab one of the toppers, and I think just to match that background I'm going to go for this one. I'm going to trim off these little notches. And then what I am going to do is take in some of this spare silver card that I have. I'm going to attach this to that. Go. Pop that on there. Bring out my trusty cutter. Smush everything out of the way. Trim around this slightly. There we go. Then foam tape on the back. Now I'm going to use a bit more of foam tape on these because I really want it to grab hold of that and keep it standing up. This is what's going to go on the base of your card and keep the back standing when the card is open. So that will stand there. I'm just checking that one layer will hold the card up, which it absolutely should do. And there we go. Just like that. I say just like that. It's definitely a lot harder than just like that. But there we have an easel card. So once it's open, that's how it will look and stand wherever they have it. So that is day 6's card. Wasn't as easy as some of the others that I've made. And there was definitely some things that went wrong with that. But you know what? That is all part of crafting. Everything that you do will not always go perfect. Mistakes will happen. And it's just about fixing them and carrying on. I have really enjoyed making this card, and I think I will have a go at making some more of the easel cards. Thank you so much for joining. If you've enjoyed this video, then please do hit that subscribe button. Every single one of you who subscribes, it means a great deal to us. I hope we'll see you again tomorrow for day 7 of our July craft challenge. Thank you so much for joining us. Bye for now.